think we're ready to go.
All right.
Oh, are we? Nice. Excellent work, Ziggy.
Thank you, Trevor.
I'm still on camera right now.
So, who do you think is going to take this?
I mean, I think Snow is probably one of the best. Is he not like the best Protoss right now, or is there someone else that is?
He's one of the best players, like, ever in terms of Protoss, and he's known as a PvT specialist. Like, hardly anybody else comes to mind when it comes to reader control.
Yeah, I've heard that at least.
So yeah, I think we had Barracks here at the last previous LAN party, if I remember correctly. I don't think he won anything. But
wow, we're hyping up real good for this series already. Nice.
I hope that changes today. I hope we get a close match. You said you were a Snow fan.
Yeah, I watched the stream a lot when I was learning.
Oh yeah.
Right. He's going for an 8 scout, yeah, and he should go to the left side first because this is a slightly shorter scout, so we might see some gas steal if he does in fact go to the 9 o'clock spawn.
Well, this is ramping up. We did get some more merch purchases for anonymous purchase in there, so thank you for those. And Jason got 2 items saying this merch is dope. That is actually factually correct. Thank you for that comment.
I finally got my hands on some new clothes.
This is your clothes shopping expedition.
Because I don't go clothes shopping. It's usually like if you look at my wardrobe, it's just shirts from gigs, you know. So this is the first time I've got my hands on some new threads.
This is also a gig though.
Gig, right?
So you just continuing your gig collection of new clothes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Nice.
Snow was like 8 minerals away from starting the gas there, but Barracks got it off, so that feels pretty good for him.
Justice.
When you get gas stolen there, it feels pretty bad as a turn, especially on a 3-player map.
Yeah, because you don't see the probe coming here if you don't pull an SCV. And also good SimCity from Barracks. If you put the Barracks, no pun intended, next to the command center on this side, you can get 2 gaps where the Zealots don't fit through, right? So, and then obviously you lift it, get a comms out, so it's not an issue in the long run.
So how? Because I mean, you know, I watch a lot of the only Brood War that I watch nowadays is entirely Artosis' stream, and so that will obviously skew my perspective a little bit as to how this matchup works. But like, how bad is it to get your gas stolen early? Because I feel like every game I watch, it happens to him every single game. So like, it looks like it's just a standard thing that happens.
It's hard to stop on a 2-player map, right? A lot of the times on like a lot of maps in Brood War are 4-player, unlike StarCraft 2, and you can't reliably as a Protoss know you're going to scout them on time to steal their gas. So you just don't go for the early scout very often on the bigger maps. But on the 2-player map, it's very, very common nowadays. So a lot of the Terrans have a lot of experience against it, and they usually have an exact plan of what to do if they do get their gas stolen.
Yeah, because like if you lose your gas in the early game, you obviously get pigeonholed into a specific playstyle. Like you have to go for the expansion, right, and then take the gas later. So it just limits your options to the point where Protoss knows what to do later, right? You can't really punish the Protoss if you get your gas stolen in the early game. So
he just lost his probe to an SCV. That's not a common sight, yeah.
Wow.
SCV lived at like 1 hit, and they were fighting back and forth with micro.
Justice.
Protoss player here, Ziggy's a Terran player.
Artosis over in Canada wakes up from his sleep. He's like, oh, yes, I can feel Terran is winning.
Right, so what we need to look out for is how many vultures Barracks makes. He can either make 1 or 2. He's already making 1. And then that's going to dictate how he follows this up. Like, is he going to go for mines, or is he just going to switch into tanks straight away after this? Obviously, we're going to see an expansion because he pulled SCVs off of gas, so this is not going to be some kind of cheesy fake double or 2 factory play. He made 4 Marines, which is, like, you usually make 3, but, there was a Zealot in the early game, and maybe he just wanted to feel a bit safer with that extra Marine. He's going to try and move out, but it's likely a fake. And then, is he making another?
Oh, the SCVs are coming, yeah. He saw that the natural was started from Snow before the Dragoon range. So he's decided to go all in this.
Oh, we got a boy pull in the last series in StarCraft 2. Now we're getting a boy pull in Brood War as well. How effective is this actually? Like, this is, I feel like something that maybe you don't see as much in Brood War. Am I completely wrong?
It's very common against Nexus first, or it's somewhat common if they do expand before Dragoon range.
Okay.
Builds like this.
It's going to come down to the micro. Like, if Barracks manages to get a bunker next to the Nexus,
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously going to spell some trouble for our pro player, but so far so good. He's not losing any dragoons. I think the Zenith only went down, so it's not too big of a problem. But the bunker's going up, and it's going to go up.
Yeah.
Now the vultures aren't really going to come in handy at the moment, but I'm guessing he's already got a machine shop up and he's getting mines because that's usually what he's going to do with this. Otherwise, you know, the vultures aren't going to do anything. But the Nexus is probably going to go down.
Yeah. One nice thing is that the bunker is not in a position where it cut off the probe retreat. So all the probes that were at the bottom of the natural did get to run away. Also, our robo's already done. So even if his Nexus is going to go down, the mines are not going to delay him retaking that natural for very long. So as soon as Dragoon range is done, he should be able to start clearing this.
Yeah, the natural follow-up here for the Protoss player is going to be an observatory because he knows that mines are a follow-up for the Terran player. And that's exactly what's happening. The bunker's going to go down, but not before the Nexus also gets picked up by the Terran.
All the Marines are left here to die.
Oh, he actually gets one Dragoon, which is not bad.
Nice pickup on the Vulture there as it was retreating. And we see that the Terran CC isn't actually started, which is
A little surprising.
a little
but
surprising.
He did pull quite a
Yeah.
lot of SCVs in the early game, so maybe a bit short on money.
I feel like whenever, I mean, like I said, I watch a lot of Tosis, and like sometimes he will pull the SCVs to maybe like 3 or 4 or something to like do the bunker thing. It felt like Barracks kind of did pull a lot more.
He did pull a lot.
So is, like you're saying, is that the reason why then his CC would be so late and he's maybe not? Is he like not? Is essentially was killing the Nexus worth it? Like, is that enough to actually make this even to go into the later game?
I'm not sure if he's actually ahead here, because his CC is actually later than the Nexus.
Yeah.
The Nexus got restarted before the SCV started, which is very unusual in a situation like this where you do get the kill.
Yeah, and the mines are not paying off because, well,
The Observer's so fast.
yeah, the Observer's really fast, so...
Was Barracks maybe sorry? Was Barracks maybe trying to actually do more damage there than just killing the Nexus? Did he think he was going to push a little harder?
I don't think that's a possibility. Like, you're going for the Nexus. You're not going to be able to push into the main base of the Protoss. But I don't know, maybe he was hoping for more probes.
Yeah. For Snow to actually try and defend it with a bigger pro pool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see, yeah.
Because he had 4 Vultures there, so a
Yeah.
big pro pool would have got completely crushed.
So that was a lot of vultures
Yeah.
to make before mines.
Usually you're only doing this push with like 1 Vulture and you go right away, but he already had a lot of Vultures.
Right.
I would say 2. 2's more
2?
better, no?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, well,
think
you
so.
have 1 and 1's
Yeah.
against like the Nexus first.
Alright. Well, luckily, he does have tanks. I'm not sure he has siege, but it's enough to at least repel these 3 Dragoons. And he's probably going to be gearing up for another push relatively soon. Is he still on 1? He's got 2 factories. The second one's finishing. But as we said, Snow knows what's happening because he's got that observer. Oh, nice catch on the vultures. You don't want to be losing these. Like, even if they expend their mines, you kind of need to keep them alive.
Yeah. They tank a lot for the tanks in the
Yeah,
pushes
that's
later,
right.
and they always threaten like run-bys into your natural.
So I'm interested to see what kind of a follow-up Barracks is going to go with. Is he going to try and be aggressive or
He's
not?
going second machine shop. No armory yet.
Yeah. So this is probably going to be like a turret ring around the main, maybe, because he fears Reavers from Snow.
But the Protoss is never sad about the turret ring if they already get the Observer in.
Yeah.
Because you're never going to be scared of a push. If there's a turret ring, you see everything.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
see factories, you just make gateways right away, and it's pretty easy to defend.
I mean, it's a lot of money you're investing into those turrets if you go for it. But if you don't have an armory, I feel like you kind of need to go for this because Reaver's just that scary.
Yeah, because you can't make the Goliaths. Shuttle comes in. We'll see if he has a Reaver. He does have a Reaver ready. There's no siege mode, it
But
looks like. Oh,
no.
here we go.
He should have it.
So he might just try and pick off the turret rings, and then he can come in later for more harass.
This is a very interesting position for the third base for Snow to take because he's going for the 6 o'clock mineral only instead of the natural triangle base with gas, right?
Yeah.
Now it does have a reduced gas count,
Yeah.
the triangle base, but still, you know,
The minerals
why not go for it, right?
The minerals also mine out much faster on the triangle base.
Yeah, but it's just, I think it's just safer and better in every regard, no? Don't you think?
Because it's harder for the Terran to push too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a cliff, but it's still, like, it's a little further away, and, like, the base itself requires the Terran to go through the center of the map if he wants to attack it.
That's a lot of tanks up already.
Yeah.
We'll see if he adds more factories. Can we check the Terran production already?
I think he's going up to like 4 factories right now, which is quite standard.
Yeah.
Now the question is he going to go for a 3rd command center after this, or 3 more factories and a push? I'd bet money that this is going to be just a command center. You can't really go for a 3rd command center over 2 factories like this, so 4 is very standard. And he's just going to sit there.
Just gonna sit there. Just gonna camp.
Just look at him.
But what else is he gonna do? Like, you're also just sitting there as the Terran player. Like, you're literally sitting there. You make siege tanks. They can't move. They sit. That's their natural thing. You know.
I think Ziggy was talking about the Terran here, just sitting there.
Oh, but
No, I was talking
no,
about
he
You
was
were
talking
talking
about
about the
Yeah,
broad
because yeah, fucking
he just sits there in an arc. What are you
yeah, Artos he's just sitting there. He's just sitting. He's making an arc of dragoons. That's how I can't leave. It's literally what he says every time.
Okay, yeah.
It's like, well, okay, yeah, of course. Like, you know, what is he gonna do? Just sit at his base and do nothing like you do all game?
What's he gonna do? Run into the tank?
Yeah, like, like, wow, he's trying to deny you from doing things on the map. Whoa, wow, screw this guy, right? I don't know, man.
He has a 5th
Oh,
factory.
here's a 5th factory.
What's that up down there?
Can
Supply
you,
depots?
click W?
Sure.
Okay.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, just supply depots. Okay.
He still doesn't have an armory. Oh, this is hard.
So he's going for a timing. He's going to slow push with these tanks. You can't rush this because the Reavers will easily pick off your units if you push without sieging the tanks consistently. Which Snow is the best Protoss in the world about picking off units with the Reavers like this.
And then like a turret push on this map is very difficult because you can't really place the turrets in the center of the map very like efficiently. Like there's a few spots where you can do that, but against Reavers, against that many shells, have to be careful.
Got a Dragoon there, that's nice.
But it is a lot of terrain, still, notwithstanding. Like a lot of tanks. 'Cause he didn't lose any in the early game, right? It was just Vultures and Marines that he traded out.
This is a nice rotation with the Dragoons to force him to go back. This is delaying the push quite a bit here.
Yeah.
Should retreat downwards.
Oh.
Maybe lose a couple of Dragoons here at this point.
Nah, this is fine.
Yeah.
He's still ahead in supply, as he should be.
And the Terran does have 0-0 still, I believe. So there's a lot of units, but the upgrades are not very strong.
He's got a Zealot bomb going on top of the tanks as well, trying to drag some fire or at least just kind of get on top of them. But it didn't really seem like it did that much, to be honest.
Yeah, this is looking very good for Barracks, I would say. Like the Dragoons on the left are cut off from the rest of the army. I don't see that many Zealots to try and tank for these Dragoons. Still got those Reavers.
Yeah.
They are scary.
He has speed shuttle done, and he has a second shuttle. I assume it's full of Zealots.
Yeah, that would be a
And
good
there's
assumption.
no really anti-air other than these 3 Marines, so he can't really pick off the shuttles at all.
Yeah, but like if you have enough Vultures, you can kind of pick the Zealots off before your own tanks annihilate themselves.
Nice shot there. Picked off 2 more tanks with the Reavers. Oh, he has 3 Reavers ready.
Well, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
But I think he should be targeting maybe the Vultures with the Reavers, and then well, he doesn't have enough Zealots to like close the gap with the tank. But I mean, it's still winning. Well, what am I even?
Yeah, he had a flank up top with the Dragoons that we missed a little bit. Oh,
No, he didn't even use them.
no, on the top right, he also had Dragoons.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, they died to a tank.
One thing he doesn't have is Zealot speed, which I think is a bit unusual, but it looks like he just wanted to mass up the Reavers with him that way. Dragoon Reavers.
Yeah.
Nice, nicely done, Michael.
Dude, it's kind of crazy. It's honestly amazing watching this. Like, Brood War is like, I mean, so difficult to control stuff, but like the amount of space that Snow is able to take control of there, just like splitting off almost 3 whole sections of units, like just dancing around the middle of the map to slow that push as much as possible is like, it's really impressive to watch it. Also in that downtime, or in the game when that was happening, we did get a wonderful dono, a $100 dono from Lazy Bipolar Bear. He's given us a Ben Franklin, which, contrary to what we were saying before on the other cast, is not actually a past president. So that's that thing. But he says, Land Pate.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're getting closer and closer to that 3rd LAN party donation goal.
We really want to get that goal, the 5K, to secure that we'll have another LAN party next year sometime. So do keep those extra donations coming if you do want to support it. If you want to get some more of the merch, it's also appreciated. We got some awesome stuff over here, some great shirts and everything. So feel free to keep that coming in if you so want to. Thank you so much. We do appreciate that. But yeah, we're going to be getting into the second game here of Barracks versus Snow. I guess, like we said before, it's best of 5. So
That's correct, and Snow is leading 1-0.
yes.
Should I go see if Nick wants to join?
Oh,
Or are we just gonna keep
I
going?
assume if he wants to, he'll just
Okay.
assert
open here?
dominance and come
You
on
have to
over here.
Click
on
observers.
Click on observers. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go. Guys, I'm a professional.
We got it.
I've been trying to coach this guy, Brood.
Oh yeah, this is.
I'm not gonna let it slide. And like
Uh-oh.
we get into a TVZ, and I'm trying to teach him like a very basic build, like a good all around, two fat Goliath, right? And he makes a factory, and I tell him, okay, you're gonna need to make 1 vulture just to stay safe. He's like, okay. He makes 1 vulture. I look away for like 2 minutes, look back. There's 6 slow vultures in his base. I'm like, Nick, I told you to make 1. He's like,
Yeah.
okay, but I had money.
Snow is random. I don't know.
Well,
I think there's a keyboard.
Keyboard's
something
yeah,
like-
it's a keyboard
There's
issue.
a keyboard
No.
thing.
Ah.
Oh no, we're gonna have to stall for time.
We're gonna have to do it. We have to
Yeah.
do the thing that casters dread the most, which is to talk
No,
about
it's okay
nothing.
because I want Ziggy to tell the story because
Okay.
so I got bored one day and I'm like, hey, I want to learn Brood War because I watched like some streamers and then so I'm like, okay, let's go to PC Bang, and then we go to the PC Bang, and I played Zerg in StarCraft 2 for a couple of years, but then I stopped playing for a while. But then I was like, I want to learn Terran, and I went to the PC room and I'm like, hey, Ziggy, teach me. This game is so hard. Like it's so hard, and I'm like. He's like yelling in my ear. He's like, "Stop making vultures. Make SCV.
I tell him
Supply depot."
we play a TVZ, and I tell him, if you put your armory here, it's going to get sniped away the mutas. So don't put it here. I look away, look back, literally the spot I told him not to make the armory in. He puts it there. It gets sniped by the mutas. He turns to me, he's like, what did I do wrong? Why is this game so hard?
This story
you-
rules,
I-
man.
you-
This
I've-
story is the best.
I've heard this story 5 times
Yeah.
now.
It just gets me so worked up.
So I think there's some issue with Snow's keyboard. Scarlett's going to go fix it. Sasha, are you okay doing one more game? Yeah. Okay. And then food's coming here.
Oh, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, I was.
Thanks for that, Nick. You
It was
you
a-
really saved us there, man.
It was a sick contribution. I mean, not as good as his story, but I mean, that's a lot to compete with. Food's going to be here. I'm going to wolf down some food, and then I'll hop on a cast.
All right, cool. Welcome back, Scarlett.
Yeah, thank you. So when we play StarCraft 2, all the pros increase
Oh,
the
yeah,
repeat rate
that's
really
right,
fast in
that's
the
right.
registry, and Snow was having issues with that. He didn't know how to change it back.
He's like queuing 5 Dragoons every time. He's like, what the hell is all my money going? Like,
Yeah, I see him in chat. He was trying to type like his settings have issues, and then like a bunch of the keys are repeated. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I knew exactly what the issue was.
That's so funny.
Alright.
Yeah.
I like how his idea is I'm not pro.
I'm not pro. Yeah,
I think that's Barracks, right?
it is.
I'm not pro.
How can you see the chat from here? I can't see anything.
Me?
Yeah, from here. I
You
can't
need glasses,
see anything.
man.
Yeah.
You need glasses,
I
man.
got LASIK in Korea a couple
Oh,
years
really?
ago.
Oh, did you
Yeah,
actually?
yeah.
How is that? Is it
It's
like
pretty good.
Wow.
They're ready.
I'm too afraid to do
My
that. man.
eyes were
Ready to
like
go?
very
Yes, just
dry
go,
for a
Nick.
few years, but it's good now.
I am like so afraid of that. I like don't want to have lasers just like destroying my eyes. Like it
It
just
takes
seems
like 15 seconds, honestly.
it just sounds so
Yeah.
scary. I like can't do anything. I literally can't even put like contact lenses in my eyes. So I'm like so afraid to touch them. It's like
Yeah, I remember that scene from Final Destination, was it?
I
No,
don't watch those
one of the-
movies.
Like
because
one
I
of the
don't
horror
want-
movies. There was. No.
I vaguely
Okay.
remember.
I've seen-
I
I've
vaguely
seen it.
remember this, but
I don't really need to know about this to be honest. Like we can
Yeah, you
talk
don't wanna
about
spook him.
StarCraft now.
Gemini, do you even watch movies? Like, I feel like you don't watch a single movie.
Wow, that was
Star Wars.
that was very direct.
No, I'm serious. Like,
I do love Star Wars though. I will rewatch that. I'm that guy though that will actually like. I'm not gonna watch a new movie. I'm just gonna rewatch all the movies I used to like because it's like, oh, I like this movie.
okay, you're like a boomer. So, so what's your like favorite movie that's not Star Wars?
Actually, it's Interstellar.
That's a good movie.
That's like my favorite single like standalone movie. Star Wars is like my favorite like series movie, or like Pirates of the Caribbean as well. I love that.
I was low-key expecting Mamma Mia, but
I like how
yeah.
Josh just like surfaces from the back after he hears him making fun of me not knowing anything movies. Like this is like Josh's
No,
favorite thing.
Yeah, like I love talking about movies with Josh, but like when I try to talk movies with Gemini, he's like, bro, I don't watch movies. I just watch Valorant and StarCraft. I'm like,
It's true though.
all right, man.
So true. All right. Anyway, we
You
are
do
in the
you.
second match here to completely derail this conversation away from this. Yes, we have Snow vs. Barracks Game 2 on a map that I don't know the name of because I don't know any Brood War
Butter.
maps.
Butter 2.0.
It's what?
it's butter.
Butter. butter.
Butter.
Pizza is
Can I get a
BTS
little bit of
map.
water with that butter?
Water.
And he got a full wall before the probe was here, so no gas steal this
Pardon?
time either.
No, wait. What was the word that Ziggy said at this GSL studio? That we.
Oh.
What was the word, Ziggy? What was that word?
Well, it was like
I
the word
don't
for it, umbrelli.
Umbrella.
Brawly.
Brawly.
A
He calls it,
brawly.
you call umbrellas brawlies.
We've never heard
Have you ever
word?
heard of that, Scarlett?
No.
A brawly.
A brawly. He's like, did
Never.
you bring a brawly? I'm like, what? I don't want to fight you, man. Relax. I want to brawl. Like,
I literally, the thing I thought first was you were saying like probably, like probably, and I was like, why are you saying that as if it's an
Yeah.
object? Like, so confused.
I don't like being poked fun at. You guys poking fun at me.
sorry,
It's
Ziggy.
not nice.
Get used to it.
You
All right,
know,
so
like,
we got Cybercore coming in as the natural follow-up here. Obviously, every Pro does that. Do you think there's going to be any special thing that Snow's going to try to do this game, or is he going to try to do maybe the same kind of Reaver drop stuff?
He really likes his Reavers.
He really likes his
He really
Reavers.
likes his
He's
Reavers.
got like a pet Reaver back at home.
Probably a plushie, yeah.
Oh yeah, they have that, right? The hat, right?
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
one of those.
They were
I
giving
wonder if he has one of
yeah,
those.
they were giving it away at the studio. Like
Hmm.
you can win it at the GSL studio.
We're gonna play Cast Chicken.
I was just like looking at you guys like, okay. Anyway.
SCV coming in here, scouting around the... Snow's trying to hunt it down with the probe. This is something you can do in Brood War. There's moving shot on the Protoss and Zerg workers, so...
Every time I try that, I just don't do anything. It just sits there.
Yeah.
How is that fair?
What?
The moving shot.
You
Can't
can
that
do it
with
with Terran, it's just less range.
It's just, yeah.
But the
these guys
Terran
are
ones,
Oh, we got him!
they attack faster and they have more HP. The SCVs.
Because if they didn't have extra HP,
Yeah.
they'd just lose.
But imagine trying to do the SCV pulls like he did game 1 with probes or something. It just wouldn't work.
Sure.
Yeah.
So the thing that I've noticed so far, that's the pattern that I'm picking up on here, possibly, is that Snow lost his probe in the beginning
Yeah.
last game, and then he won.
Mhm.
Barracks just lost his SCV in the beginning, so that means that he is about to win the game.
It's much more likely for the SCV to die though. But yeah.
Can you just go along with what I'm saying here?
Sure,
Just
sure,
to
sure,
build
sure,
up some
sure.
cool hype here. All right, so what is Barracks going to be trying to do here? I mean, the last time he did try to punish the natural really quickly with a big SCV pull. Do we feel like we're going to see something like that again here?
I mean, he's gone for 4 Marines again.
But he
which is
doesn't.
like three is more standard. Just go for a bunker, get a tank. I don't know. We can take a look at how many vultures he makes. Like, is he gonna go for 1? Is he gonna go for 2? Is it gonna be no vultures and just straight into tanks? That's usually the deciding factor for the early game.
It's going quick
Oh, he's
to
good.
fac
Oh yeah.
after the CC.
But he did go for a fact. Yeah.
What is it? What does that mean? The quick fact after, like,
It's probably just gonna be some kind of push with tank, like two tanks. Could just get upgrades for both vultures and just rally them to the
Yeah.
other side of the map.
Okay.
That's a decent follow-up.
I think we saw the Robo going down over on Snow's side.
Yeah,
Is that right,
it
Nick?
should be just 2-gate robo.
Yeah,
Okay, cool, nice. So,
Is that 3-gate? Oh yeah.
3-gate.
Very safe.
is this also still going to go into Reavers, or is this just like 3-gate and like fast observers to
No,
like
probably
scout
observer.
for mines?
If 3-gate, it's
Okay.
probably just gonna be observer.
Right, okay. I remember this is like the one thing I was like, Artos was like teaching me how to play Protoss one day on his stream, and I think he was telling me how to do this build. So I remembered. I was not making Reavers with that build, so.
Alright, so 2 machine shops. We're gonna get a bunch of tanks. And then we'll see if it's the follow-up that I was talking about with the vulture speed mines just right across the map.
It works out really well with this because you make the tanks off the machine shop factories and then you have 2 to get both vulture upgrades. And they move so fast that it's a much better reinforcement.
Yeah, he's already got one of the machine shops spinning, so that's going to be speed. It takes more time to research. Got the first tank out, needs to be careful. It takes 8 shots to kill a tank.
Is he going to do the Protoss ape move of just sprinting past the bunker to try to target that down?
You need 4 Dragoons for that, generally.
Yep.
You don't usually go for it with 3 because then it takes 3 volleys.
Yeah, that's what they want you to think.
Yeah.
That's when it comes least expected, you know. You see 3 down there. He's not going to come chase us. I can go poke this, and then boom, they just go do it, and then Artos smashes his keyboard.
Also, you kind of want to know how many Marines are in the bunker. And he opened 4 Marines this time, so it would be quite dangerous.
I think he
to
lost
try and-
1, no?
Maybe. He still
Yeah, I
has
think
1
he
just
lost-
sitting there for some reason.
Oh,
Maybe he made 5, 6.
could be. 3 tanks. Is he making any more tanks? Or is it going to be vultures?
Vultures.
Yeah, vultures.
Yeah. So he's probably going to push out here. Yeah, he has 5 marines still, so he kept making them. Probably in preparation for this exact push.
Yeah.
And Snow took the triangle third, so a forward third base. I don't know if
But like-
Barracks knows about this though.
But Snow got a good read on this because he went for the 3 gate build
Yeah.
instead of the Reaver. So I think he's got good potential to stop this before it even like reaches his base.
Yeah. So he just went home pretty early, but he used this little push out to sneak 2 vultures out with speed.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Snow's in position for this. Looks like he has 2 dragoons ready.
Oh, sorry.
He's so ready.
Wrong button.
That's all
Let's
good.
just watch it in the old graphics for a little bit. Let's just kind of reminisce. Get
You
some
wanna do it?
nostalgia going. No. Please no.
I mean, the Ziggy you play with the old graphics, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You're crazy, dude.
Dude, never underestimate nostalgia.
That's true. I mean,
Power of nostalgia
Power of
makes my
nostalgia.
tank shoot better. Makes my proxy barracks build faster.
it's pretty impressive though, like to play with the original graphics.
You can actually build your first worker faster if you use old graphics. Because you can click on your
Oh yeah.
Nexus or CC before the graphics load when it's black screen, but it's only centered if you use the old graphics.
Oh my god.
So some people use the
Sorry.
old graphics at the very
And then
start
they'll
of the
switch
game,
it?
and they switch after they build their
Wow.
first worker and do the split.
That is crazy, actually.
A lot of people
I
do that
did not
nowadays.
know that.
It was
That's so
only
weird.
discovered recently.
When you play
actually.
on the old graphics, you can accidentally lift the old command center when the game's loading. It's happened to me plenty of times.
Wait, what? How?
I don't know how exactly, but I've started the game with the command center lifting.
Luckily, I play Protoss, so that's not an issue.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You just face roll onto the keyboard. Doesn't matter what happens.
I just keep clicking and pressing E for pro. Jimmy with 7 merch items.
Jimmy!
Thank you for the
Wow.
big order. Reordered so
Old
I can
Jimmy
get
Rayner.
Yeah. Reordered so I can get some stuff for the boys so we can all rock those sweet tasteless threads.
Nice.
Thank you.
Excellent. Seven different things. It's awesome. You're gonna have a whole big wardrobe for that.
Looks like he's moving out the tanks, but
Barracks is
Snow
kinda
has a
dead.
lot of dragoons.
He's gonna lose all his tanks
Yeah.
here.
At least 3.
Yeah.
And the
but, like,
and the vultures.
if he loses 1 or 2 tanks, that already stops the push.
Yeah.
Like there's no way for Barracks to like follow this up. And he's building his third command center on location, and it's probably just gonna get sniped by the dragoons. He's got 3 tanks, he's trying to siege up, but dragoons are getting very close. He's got that 1 shuttle, but doesn't seem to have anything in it, or at least doesn't want to engage. I
Good
think he got 1
start
tank,
to the
right?
fight. Yeah. There.
Yeah. But he could just loop around and go towards the 3rd. Oh, it's gonna go
Oh,
in.
he has a Reaver in it. It's really rough.
Yeah, Barracks gonna.
Once he
He's
sees
in for a rude
yeah.
awakening. Here.
Once he sees the CC, it's easy pickings for him. And it's almost done too.
Yeah, that's not gonna finish. Oh, that's about it. Anyway, do we have the vultures moving in towards the 3rd of Snow? I think he's well protected in his natural and at the 3rd, so nothing really going well for Barracks here. He's gonna try and sneak into the natural, but too many dragoons, too many zealots. He's just falling further and further behind.
What does Barracks have to try to do to get a position in this game here? Like it seems like he moved out just before he just got caught completely and just was losing everything. The 3rd base was killed off at this point. Like, so what can he even do at this point to try and pull it back?
It's gonna be hard for him to push at this point after losing so many units. So I think he just has to sit there. Just sit there.
Sit there.
Just sit there and hope to max out. Maybe get some upgrades. But
Just siege his tanks.
Yeah, maybe in like game 3 he needs to try a different approach. Like just start off with the intention of going for like a 6 factory build. Do we know what the 3rd map is? I forgot.
Poly.
Oh, Polypoint.
so it depends on
Okay.
the spawn location. Kind of.
But I think macro game is better. Like if you want to go for like a 6 factory push, I think maybe this map is better for it. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
just like straightforward.
Depends if you get cross on poly. You're probably not gonna do the push there, but maybe a close one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Snow coming in here. Sends 1 dragoon forward to tank the shot of the tanks. Then he drops both Reavers, shoots the tanks. This is perfect control from Snow.
Yeah. I mean, this
Ideally-
is what we were talking about. that Nobody controls Reavers and shuttles better than Snow. He does it again. Pulls
it
one
again.
dragoon forward to lure the tank shots. Oh, he actually loses 1 Reaver.
Gas cursed.
Yeah, but look at how many dragoons this is. Against 2 tanks?
Probably just go
no
for
way.
it. Yeah.
No way he holds this.
There he goes.
Good shot on
Walking
both
up.
tanks.
Now just target them down. 4 on each shot. Perfect.
So clean.
Yeah.
And even though he loses the Reavers, it's still good enough for him. Picking off the tanks is always great for the Protoss.
He should be taking his forward by now, no?
Yeah, he is
oh,
on
he
the
is.
left,
Oh, sorry,
so
I didn't
kinda
see that
weird
blob on the map.
location.
Yeah.
Maybe it's easier to wall off with pylons than the base at the bottom.
It's also harder to scout.
Yeah.
And at this point, like, Barracks doesn't have any map presence, so like the map location doesn't necessarily matter for Snow too much. Right, we've got 3 Goliaths in this composition as well. That's not really the number you're going for. You either want to go for 4 or 8, because it takes 8 shots to kill a shuttle.
Why is Barracks taking this space now? I mean, he tried to take the one towards the left at first, right? Am I right? So, I mean, it seems like, just looking at it, this seems like an easier position with the high ground to defend and everything. Why do you think wouldn't have gone for that in the first place?
No
Just
idea.
because it's closer?
No idea.
No idea.
I would have just gone
Excellent.
for the triangle right off the bat. I don't know why you tried to go for the triangle. Well, it's further away from the pros naturally,
yeah.
but I think this one's just easier to hold.
You can even wall off like he's starting to do with like the supply depots at the top of the ramp.
Yeah, yeah.
It seems like that. So
If
I was just kind of
Like
curious.
you can get turrets here.
If the Protoss already has units on the high ground third, it can be very hard to take it. Though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe he was
Right.
worried about that.
Oh, the shuttle's going to come in to try to break this a little bit. Drops on top of the tanks, does get one. The Reaver shot helps to get the second one. It's a little alley-oop right over there. The Dragoons are still kind of stuck behind these supply depots, but eventually that's going to get killed off. And Snow will be able to just walk right up into this. But can you do much else here?
Is Snow?
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing a lot. Like,
There's no
oh my
tanks
God,
on the
that
high ground
Reaver
there, and the
shot.
Reaver is surviving so long. It's getting so much value.
yeah, he's already finding
Oh.
too much damage here for like Barracks to hold on for much longer. Like the tanks have no protection now. All the Dragoons, all the Vultures, all the Goliaths well down, and now the tanks are gonna get sniped by the Dragoons.
Holy
The Reaver is
20
still
kills.
alive on the right.
Holy.
20 kills on that bad boy. Oh, this is
That's
looking
insane.
disastrous. 100, and he's lapping him in supply. 160 to 80. This is looking like a quick 2-0 for our Protoss player.
Man, the Spur Aces are so strong, man. He didn't even go Nexus first or anything. We didn't even pull out the big boys yet, the big guns.
That's for next game.
Yeah, it's a Polypoid. I heard that's a not great TVP map, right? Or is it the other way around?
I think it's a relatively balanced map, but I know
Oh.
Terran players do complain
maybe.
about it in PvP. I like it. Like, personally, I like playing it.
Okay.
Probably the most balanced map we've had for a while, though.
Maybe,
one of
maybe
the-
I'm just mixing it
Considering
up.
all the matchups.
Maybe that's the one that Arctos always says is the good one to play. I don't know.
I mean, the spawns do matter on that map because you get the high
The
ground,
high ground
on
range
the
on the
third.
third, yeah.
Yeah. But generally speaking, it's pretty good. I mean, we're just waiting for Barracks to tap out, and he does
There it
do
is.
so.
All right. Snow with a strong 2-0 so far. Actually, I like this little setup over there. This little color-coded
I like
keyboard
the
mouse
Oh, yeah?
mat setup. I kind of like that. Do enjoy it.
So far, everything going as expected. Snow dominating in Snow fashion. We're going to be going to game number 3, Polypoid. I really hope that Barracks at least picks up one game in this series.
No, yeah.
You know, we don't want to bop.
that would be nice to see. Of course, we do have a little bit of a
You have to open
competition
first.
here.
Open. Yeah.
Nice.
I knew that.
We managed.
We did
We
it.
managed.
We're getting the game set up. We can do it, guys. All right.
It's fine, right?
Are they ready to go?
Yeah, as long
Yep.
as they're ready.
Yeah, okay.
Wait for Snow. Yeah.
Okay, go.
Excellent.
So what do you think we're going to see from Barracks here? Is it
I
gonna
like
be-
how you look towards me for a second. You're like, wait a minute, this guy, this guy doesn't know anything about this game, and then start talking to Scarlet again.
I think it depends on what Snow opens.
Oh yeah.
We'll wait till he scouts. I don't know if he's gonna do anything crazy. Like,
Yeah, this
Proxy
is like a difficult position to push in for Barracks because he has to go up that high
High
ground
ground ridge.
at the third. So this probably will mean Barracks will go for like a macro play.
I hope Snow Nexus first too.
Next first.
I'm a
Oh,
big
yeah.
fan of the Nexus first. I would have done it against Special, but it was a best of one, and you know the game the game can end really quickly because a lot of the time they pull the SCV. So I thought it would.
Oh, I
be
thought you were gonna be like, it's only best of one. I didn't want to just like
No,
macro
no.
cheese him out or anything.
well, the game would have ended quickly either way. So either
Yeah.
he wins with his SCV pull or I defend.
Yeah. Well, at least it's not cross spawns here for
Yeah.
Snow. and Barracks.
We'll see if Barracks will get the first or last scout as well, because he's probably gonna go one way around the map or the other, right? He's not gonna just go cross spawn.
He can do the Z scout.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, is that a thing?
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can either go across or you go to one spawn and then through the center to also check the
double gate in the middle.
yeah, because if you scout
that's
around
true.
the map, then even though you scout your opponent's nexus first, like it's too late for you to do anything with the scout, so it just doesn't make any sense. Like doing a round scout.
Right.
Oh, this is an interesting barracks location. It's probably going to be a gasless expansion by the looks of things.
No Nexus first though.
Yeah, no Nexus first.
Scarlet's sad over here.
It's a cross scout by Snow, it looks like.
Is he worried about
Maybe he's
double
worried about
racks in the middle?
BBS, yeah, barracks
Could be,
supply in
could
the
be.
middle.
But it's not really something you see in TV
But like
very
a
often.
12 scout cross map is very strange for a Protoss.
Yeah.
Like, this is extremely safe for Protoss.
I want to see a 2-gate from Snow.
2-gate?
2-gate.
You mean proxy 2-gate?
No, just
Like 2-gate Dragoon?
2-gate goon.
Do we want to do
range.
that? It's like
I don't think he will, but I'd like to see it.
okay.
I want to see him rush to scouts. That, no one does that.
That's
But
the
that'd be
thing.
kind of cool.
No, it's not something that people don't do. It's just something that he doesn't do. But I'd still like to
2K?
see it.
Okay.
I want to see the stove.
Stove. Was that scout into Dark Archon?
Yeah.
All right,
classic.
gasless expansion here for Barracks, as we predicted.
First scout by Barracks.
Needs to start making Marines. Oh, he wants to build a supply depot.
Locked in.
Wow.
So that's going to let the Zealot run in between there.
But you can,
can't build a
you can
depot
still,
time.
yeah, but you can still
dirty.
put a
Just
supply depot
farther
here. So
above the barracks? Okay.
What's that?
Yeah,
He
he
just
cancels the
cancels it.
pylon.
It's like, oh, okay, never mind.
So there's a gap. There's a gap here. The Zealot can get in easier. If you get this depot, then the Zealot has to run all the way around the command center.
Yep.
So.
ooh,
And he
Unlucky.
puts the Marine up.
unlucky.
Not making a second Marine, this is really dangerous. One Marine against the Zealot. I don't know how he's going to defend this. He's going to have to
Outplayed.
run.
Oh, he just needs that depot to finish so bad.
So obnoxious.
All right, depot is up.
Is he
Not
waiting
supply
for the
blocked.
Marine to finish with the Zealot there?
He was
Oh,
supply
he got
blocked.
one hit on it.
Right? Or no?
No, no.
Oh no, he didn't move it down. There's that little cute trick where you can keep the Marine from dying by sticking it in between the barracks and the supply depot. So it's actually
Yeah, and
too
like,
fat
This
to go
is
in
too
there.
much damage. The Dragoon's showing up.
Oh my god.
He needs the bunker to get up,
Oh my god.
or he can't defend this. The Marine might die before.
He can just run past with it.
Yeah.
Like if another Dragoon shows up, he just run past.
It's already very big damage. It wasn't a big
He
commitment.
hasn't even started his factory, right? No, he's just put it down. That's very late. He just run past. It's just 2 Marines. 1 Marine because the other one's heading back to the main. Yeah, I think 1 Marine.
The pro's still alive.
Well, the Pro is still alive. Wow.
Yeah, the Marine went up to shoot it, and the Zealot came in.
Oh,
yeah.
That
Then
explains
he pulled
some
it back
stuff.
down.
But this is not looking good for Barracks.
I mean, yeah.
It's looking very bad.
How do you build a case for Barracks from this position? Like his factory being late is the biggest problem because the Dragoons are going to have range soon and they're just going to bust the bunker. There's going to be 4 away.
You have to
He
send
started.
3 SCVs to repair, 4 SCVs.
Well, you need 1 SCV per Dragoon shooting. So I mean, it costs him money to just
Yeah, yeah.
repair, right? And the tank's very far away.
Oh, this is so good. You can just target the SCVs as well. It's like, yeah, okay, you're gonna have to
Oh,
be forced to
the
repair
Dragoon
this.
needs to move back.
Doesn't matter, dude. It don't barely lost any health. Dragoons are just, base chads. They're just like, yeah, shoot me. I don't care.
Look at this. He's only just now starting his machine shop. That's how.
Did he just like forget because of all the chaos, or like was he literally unable to build it because like he didn't have money?
No, he did go up to like 160 Vespine gas and didn't plan it down. Like there were so many things he had to take care
Right,
of.
right.
He probably just forgot. Didn't have the attention span to do
Right.
everything at once. But like he's taking so much damage here. It costs him so much money to keep this bunker alive.
What's the follow-up tech out of Snow? Do we know yet?
No, he can do whatever. It just goes for a third
Bro.
Nexus. Yeah, for this. Yeah, it's gonna go for a third Nexus.
Two-gate Robo.
Fleet
Maybe
weekend.
Third Nexus.
Oh no, nothing crazy like that. Just third Nexus, more gateways. Maybe some upgrades as well. Fourth Nexus. But if this game progresses past that point, it's probably just gonna be like a gateway man.
Is he gonna just dive on this tank, by the way?
He could. Yeah. 5 Dragoons. I don't think he wants to risk. Like he's still doing damage. This costs Terran money. Look at his money. He's got no money.
Yeah, but if he's like, you know, just doesn't care. He's just like, yeah, whatever, let's do it, YOLO. I'm up 2-0, let's just try it.
If the tank ever gets too close, he'll go for it.
Yeah. Oh, he's not repairing, is he? Right now, the bunker. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Probably assumes that siege mode should be finishing soonish, right?
He's making a turret.
It's not even
here.
okay, he does have siege mode. Yeah. Well, he has to go for the turrets because he doesn't know what's happening. Could even be DTs, right?
Yeah, it could be. He's
in the
playing
dark.
safe though, but he's behind and he's playing safe. So I think you kind of have to take a risk if you're behind like this if you want to win the game. Playing safe versus anything when you took that much damage at the very start is.
Yeah, you just kind of have to gamble. You have to go one way or the other, cut some sort of corner. Like, okay, sure, I'll die to an invisible man drop, but you know, I'll at least be better off in like a normal game or something.
Yeah, could be, but you know, I mean, it's difficult to build a case for Barracks here because he is that far behind, and as you say, he's playing safe, and that's going to put him, like, based on what we see, it's going to put him even further behind because Snow is not going for any DTs. He doesn't have a Robo Bait either, right? So he's not going to be going for Reavers. He's just expanding, getting more gateways, and just running away with his game. Another factory going up. The question is, are we going to see a third command center after this, or is he gearing up for some kind of push? Like a 6-fact, 7-fact? I don't think he's going to have the money to do like a 7-fact. Like, even if he does a 6-fact, it's going to be so delayed. I don't think it poses too big of a threat, especially in these spawns as well, because he has to go up a ramp.
And the observer's going to get in here. So
Yeah, he's going to see everything.
it's hard to go for a 7-fact when you're behind and they have an observer in your base.
Yeah.
I feel like. Oh, the observer is backing out though. Maybe he's worried about a turret.
Oh, he does have a Robo Bait. That's a nice location. Well, he doesn't want it to get scanned, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
It's kind of weird though. I've never seen a Robo Bay
Yeah.
like that, just out front.
Yeah, that is out there.
Usually it's like in the wall.
Might as well
You
just
put it
build it
on
in the middle of the map. Like,
Snow's gearing up to take a 4th, I think.
Yep.
And he's checking the bottom left to like make sure that Barracks really is as far behind as he is. You know, checking for any ninja expansions. Out on the map.
Sending the Dragoons up the top in case a drop comes.
And he's so contained right now. Like, look at that arc. Look at the arc. You can
Just
look
sitting
at it over
there.
Yeah,
He's
just sitting.
just
Look at this.
sitting there.
At least he doesn't have Reavers.
oh my god, that arc is
The
disgusting.
Reavers are gonna come soon.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, he has a Robo Bay.
Yeah.
There we go. Reaver's probably in the shuttle.
This is disgusting.
Reaver's gonna sit there too. Gonna sit there on the high ground.
Do you think the Reaver's gonna sit in the shuttle or on the ground?
It's on the ground for sure.
On the ground.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then it shoots once and you pick it up. Yeah. You
Look
should
at that.
turn it too. You can turn it and then it'll
Oh,
shoot
yeah,
faster. Actually, it drops out at the same angle, facing angles when you pick it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
So
didn't
you
know
can
that.
like change the angle before you pick it up, and then if you know where you're sending it,
Oh, yeah. I
then
didn't
it'll
know
shoot
that.
faster.
I didn't know that.
Also, if you drop it and you tell it to move before you tell it to shoot somewhere, if it's not facing the right way, it'll actually turn faster and then shoot.
Oh, yeah. That I can believe.
Because Reavers, they added a delay where they can't shoot for a second after you drop it out of the shuttle, but it doesn't start turning to attack its target during that delay.
You don't even play this game. How do you know so much about it?
What do you mean she doesn't play this game?
I've-
She's S rank. Right?
I've played
Well,
this
but
game
you-
before.
Well, yeah, you've played it, but you don't like play it on a regular basis, right?
So mean, man.
I'm not being mean. It's a compliment. Like,
Is it?
you know so
It's
much
a
about this
backhanded
game.
compliment. Like,
How is
how
it
are you so good? You
backhanded?
don't play this game. Like,
No, because like when I play, I don't know anything about it. I just click.
You just click.
I just click, and sometimes my units connect. And, like you actually know how this game works.
this is proof, man. Terran doesn't require any brain power. You just sit there, just click.
Dude,
Just
sometimes,
click.
Sometimes you get a good mind connection, and the game like plays itself. It's like
Oh my god.
I don't know how much damage a mind does.
How much did?
A lot.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly.
Nice.
125?
Could be. I mean,
I was gonna say 150, but that sounds more correct. 150 sounds disgustingly large.
It is disgustingly large amount of damage. It's free too.
True. Yeah, can we talk about how vultures are just the most broken unit in the game?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Get 75 minerals. You just get 3 gigantic bombs you can put wherever you want that are invisible.
Does he not have zealot legs yet? Again?
No, it
Kinda
doesn't
weird.
look like
Oh, he
it.
doesn't really need it, right? He's just sitting there.
Just he's saying a bottom center base. Interesting for
6 o'clock. Oh, that's a 5th. That's his 5th.
Oh,
Yeah,
fifth
he's
base,
he's already got his 3 o'clock.
He wants to take the easy bases to wall off. Hard bases to scout. Just keeps repositioning the Reavers a little bit.
He's even got
Doesn't know what to
observer
do. Yeah.
He doesn't know what to do.
Doesn't know what to do. He's just
He's just sitting there. He's got nothing left.
he's fiddling with his units.
Doesn't have to do anything. He's just, I want this Dragoon over here a little bit. Put this one down here. I kind of want my Reaver, my shuttle now. Why not? Give it a little rest, you know. Well, get my Zellies up here.
Oh, his
Okay.
legs now.
Yeah.
5 bases.
So now he can sit there faster. With his zealots. He can
move
send
them
them
back
across
and
the
forth.
They sit up and stand. They sit down and stand up much quicker as well.
They reach the front line faster. Just
He's even
stand
getting
there.
stormed.
I mean, at this point, you know,
Might as well.
yeah.
He's on 3 gas.
Dude, I can't wait for the Terran to walk out and then this just giant arc just like obliterates him in 1 second.
6th base for the Protoss about to go
drop.
up. Nice drop.
Sorry.
He does have a cannon in position though, so it's not the worst. Can we check the mine damage actually?
Wait, he's attacking into actually at the natural.
Yep, in the natural. In the,
He's just like, all right, I'm done
Storm
sitting
is
here.
ready.
I have sat here long enough.
did he lose the shell? Or the Reavers? Can you like zoom out? No, the
Okay,
Reavers.
he
They're
lost
also
the
just
Reaver.
sitting there.
He lost one shell.
One shuttle was out.
Yeah.
Very tough one.
Well, this is good. You know, these vultures. At least he's buying himself some freedom on the other side of the map.
Can we select the mine and see its damage real quick? I'm just curious.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 125.
Oh, nice.
Very good. Impressive.
Okay. Gonna continue to sit there.
Oh, those Dragoons are getting annihilated for just sitting there, man. They should have.
Storming the vultures as they go forward.
I love the animation when they die.
It is
Yeah.
quite satisfying, actually.
Artosis is an emote for that.
Yeah, it is.
Artogoon.
Yeah, it's quite nice. I'm sure the chat will now spam it.
Does
Or-
Barracks have 2-1 upgrades or?
One,
Yeah,
one.
there it is.
One.
I see it. There it is. There they go.
What? What?
Chat's going.
The
They're
chat
just
over there.
spamming Arto Goon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chat, can you now type PogChamp? I will look to see if they do that in about 10 seconds.
Hopefully,
You guys can keep talking.
hopefully they don't start with any Mario-related content.
Can we say Mario, and then slowly fill it in one at a time? Everyone can contribute to their own, make your own Mario erotica.
As Barracks comes up here to try and take the 3rd base, we saw Snow go in to just trade off a bit. Wasn't the best fight, but
And we can just keep doing that. He's
Killed
on
a few
6
units.
bases.
Yeah.
You know, this is Gateway Man.
Yeah.
Just send those units across.
we see Barracks' plan is just to sit there until he has 200 silver.
All right, he's going to try and come in with the Zealots. Now tanking for
Nice
the Dragoons. Nice storm. The tanks are now on the low ground, so it's going to be more difficult for them to connect with the Goons. The Zealots get on top of the tanks, but Barracks is surprisingly holding on.
I like
Very
that.
well.
I like that how he once the Zealots were getting close, he moved the Dragoons back so that way they didn't just get focus fire down really quick. Looks like the Vultures were able to snipe some of those High Templar, which is pretty nice. And this little position might actually end up getting cleared up, but I mean the supplies still look pretty. I mean that's a lot of Zealots.
That's a lot of
we got a lot of stuff sitting back at home now.
6 base ready for the Protoss too.
I think he's going to go for another Nexus soon. Is that
Yeah,
enough?
the bottom left maybe.
Bottom left?
Bottom
Okay.
left, main base.
I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce this over here. I think
DJ Slon Sec.
is it DJS Lonsec or DJ Slonsec?
DJ Slon Sec. Let's go with that.
Slonkek.
No, I think it's a second.
Keck W.
$5, small support in LAN party. Let's hope for Tomahawk. True, 10K. If we get the 10K goal, we will get well, not I guess a Mohawk, not Tomahawk.
No, a Tomahawk.
Sorry,
No,
whatever. Anyway, Tasteless gets a Mohawk or a Tomahawk, I guess.
Who's gonna cut his hair?
Josh, we've just, for some reason, we've just decided that Josh is the person that needs to do it. I don't know why.
He's the most responsible person.
We've all just kind of, it's just like a natural thing.
So why don't we tell the stream who Josh is? I don't think.
I don't think we don't need to do. No, we don't need to do that just yet. Don't worry. We'll keep him a secret. He's just like the secret.
He's the guy.
He's the secret guy in the background, you know. All right. What happened? Did anything special happen?
Still
Just
just
still sitting there?
trying to get a bit of damage done. He dropped his Zealot on the SCV line, got a bunch of SCVs with a friendly fire from the tank.
Oh, sick. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did I miss that?
Styling
No,
on
you
him.
saw it. You saw it.
Oh, really?
I mean, to be honest, the plan here
How,
for Barracks.
how would she have known if you were looking at
No, I
it?
was just a little, the red.
She just like got up, sprinted over to the over to
No,
the
I
PC.
mean-
She's like, Nick isn't looking at anything interesting. She goes and just looks at Snow's screen.
I earned my nickname. Okay.
I think the plan here for Barracks is just to wait for Snow to make a mistake, because this army, to be honest, is not very complex. It's just Zealots and Dragoons, and Terran upgrades, like a well-upgraded Terran army, just mows down this kind of composition. Like, there's no Reavers, no Storm, no Arbiters, no Ice Cubes to throw around. So, I mean, this is still maybe doable for Barracks if he takes a fourth relatively soon, and he's floating that command center to 12 o'clock.
If he sits there long enough, he might win.
If he
Is-
sits
is-
there long enough,
is
if he gets a
Snow-
good enough arc,
Is Snow sitting too much? Has he sat just a little bit too long?
he's sitting too far out.
Because I mean, he's getting max. I mean, as far as I know, a max Terran army is like
Yeah,
quite
it's kinda
strong.
scary. It's
It's
kinda
quite
scary.
strong.
What are the upgrades for Terran?
Should be 2-1 by now,
2-1,
yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, 2-1. Good Storm on the tanks, but there's still quite a lot of Terran up on the high ground. These tanks going to get picked off by the Storm. I mean, Barracks has secured another base.
Yeah.
And he's got good upgrades. He's got a healthy army count for the time being. So I feel like Snow is one mistake away from potentially throwing this game.
Yeah. I like that he's getting production up in the bottom right. So in case he ever does lose his main base, because that can happen once the Terran gets maxed, he will have a place to keep building units. And I would like to kind of take the bottom left sometimes.
Yeah, but I'm not sure about him just sticking to Zealot,
Zealot
Dragoon. Like,
and Storm.
maybe if he got a few more shuttles to like
Yeah.
make engaging the Terran army easier, because
Like 2 Robo Shuttle.
yeah, you're like 3 shuttles,
Yeah.
put Zealots in there, because Barracks doesn't have enough Goliaths to shoot those down before they reach the tank line. And there's potentially some mines going to get dragged as well, so maybe that's the way to approach this.
Is there a reason why we're not seeing an Arbiter transition in this game?
I don't know. Go and ask him.
Is like, I mean, like,
I,
just knock on the glass, open the door. It's like, hey, it's in this like terrible English. He doesn't understand English. Like, why no Arbiter?
can we check the Protoss main to make sure that he's no Stargates or anything?
No, it's just gateways.
Okay. Go on, double forge. Okay.
What are the upgrades for the Protoss player?
1-1.
1-1?
Arbiter transition does take like a long time.
Yeah, it's just kind of interesting because like
Yeah.
it felt like he was ahead for so long and doing like almost nothing. Like actually, like we were joking about it. Like he is just sitting there, but like I don't know. He took the whole map. We're just kind of now still sitting on just a bunch of Zealot Dragoon Storm, and it's like I don't know. I feel like we should have had an Arbiter transition.
He's
in
definitely
somewhere.
not breaking this position. Like, what is... Maybe he's just clearing supply or something? Does he have any... Can we take a look at the bottom right? Like, what kind of production...
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, there they are.
Carriers.
Nice.
Carriers. Yeah, we've got a fleet
Uh-huh.
beacon there.
I like you put them in the bottom right instead of
Yeah, that's actually smart.
Yeah, but-
it tricked us.
Tricked
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
But he's just throwing away Zealots at this 12 o'clock. What if he just took his army to the mineral only and tried to attack from the bottom, like from the south? At least he would be trading, right? Now he's just throwing the Zealots away for
2
free.
more cyber cores.
Yeah,
He's
getting
not
those-
using the one
Nice.
in the main base, so if he gets
Wow.
scanned in the main, we
Yeah.
don't see it
That's
spinning.
crazy. Look at this
But
big
look at this
brain over
army.
here.
And he only has, what, 3 Goliaths? So even 2 carriers could force this
No, he's
army-
got like
oh,
7,
no, he has
8.
more?
He has more.
Okay. He has 4,
Like, you
4
pro-
carriers then.
You probably want to wait till you have like 6.
Oh,
He's pushing out down towards the bottom.
It's a good idea. Although, maybe going towards the mineral only would be smarter for Barracks. Although he has to worry about taking a 5th relatively soon, right? And the 9 o'clock is the only potential base he could go for. So pushing out south actually makes quite a lot of sense.
He probably wants to try and split them up so he can take the left side bases over
Yeah,
time.
that makes sense. He could go for the 9 o'clock, or
I like
maybe
this
try and
pylon.
bottom left.
The pylon on the high ground on the left side.
Yeah. Blocking the
CC.
command
It's
center.
annoying. Oh, he's pushing across the map. Interesting. Maybe he scans the Stargate.
Yeah, I heard a couple scans, but it's hard to know where.
Yeah, when
it's
there's
scanning.
when you hear the scan, just click on Snow's name in the top right, and then you'll see where Barracks is scanning.
That's right.
Got it.
Nice
nice
storms
storm.
there.
Yeah, that was really good on top of all those tanks.
Oh.
Second one even getting the top tanks over there too. Can you get another one? Yeah, nice.
Good pickups on the tanks, but he's still got a lot.
Well, we got 3-2 upgrades by now as well.
Yeah.
Isn't that like the? Is it
3-2, yeah.
3-2 is like the upgrade count you want. Like that's when Terran is like actually just outscaling
Yeah.
Protoss, right?
Well, yes, those are pretty good upgrades. like those are the
like
highest.
That's like a. Okay, thanks,
I'm,
Biggie. Anyway.
I'm sure he would get plus for attack if he could. But, like,
I'm like aware like in TVP there's like a timing you try to hit and like 3-2 is the time. Like yeah.
these are pretty good upgrades then.
All right. So anyway, so this third base is getting kind of pushed in a little bit. The Storm's doing some amount of damage, but it seems like Barracks is able to push through. He's actually up in supply for I think the first time in this entire game right now. The carrier transition is still at the very bottom of the map. It has not come up over here. He's still banking them, making sure he has enough to actually really surprise Barracks at this point. Is this actually like kind of like a scary moment for Snow right now before this carrier transition really kicks
Doesn't
in?
really care about losing the mineral only. It's basically mined out, and there's no gas income there anyways. As long as he doesn't like losing the high ground, right side base, and the natural gets a little bit more annoying.
Yeah, he already has production in the bottom right.
Yeah.
But instead of taking the 2 bases he took in the bottom left, he should have taken the main base in
Yeah.
the bottom left, so he could have
Agreed.
got another like production area,
Yeah.
right, to put gateways and maybe those stargates. But like losing the, as you said, the mineral only, the natural, they're all mined out.
Yeah.
So it's just about keeping the production in the top right maybe still somewhat intact.
And he has way more pylons than he needs by now, so he's not going to get supply blocked or anything by losing all his pylons. It's
Yeah.
not a big deal.
I don't think Barracks has picked up on the fact that
carrier
Snow is going for the
transition?
carriers because
Let's see
this.
his production.
Yeah, it's
he's
just
not making
Moses.
any Goliaths.
Yeah, no.
It's
A
going
lot
to
of
be very
monsters.
scary.
This could go south very quickly here if the carriers go in the fray.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going for the 9 o'clock, so he's denying Barracks another base. Barracks is going to be running out of money very soon. Like, I think the 12 o'clock is still intact and the mineral only, but natural and main all mined out for the Terran player.
Oh, whoa.
Look,
That's
he just gets
so many mines. Wow. That was pretty good.
oof.
Oof.
Yikes.
Big oof.
Artogoon.
Artogoon.
Alright, here we go with the carriers. How many does he have? 5. Moving north right now. Doesn't want to lose that 3 o'clock. Still has
Goliaths
some money
over
there. Not that many. Not that many. He's now scanning around. He's realized that his opponent has gone for that carrier switch. Gonna lose the tanks on the right, but he's still attacking the 6 o'clock. A standing army there, taking down the Nexus. I don't think Snow is going to be able to save that. But the question is how much of this Terran army is going to go down before Goliaths join the fray, and maybe...
He's just running home. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He
But he's
has
going
to.
to lose.
He's going to lose
all
the tanks. The carriers are move fast enough to kill them as they retreat.
Wouldn't it have been just better to like keep attacking the main or something with him, or because he's gonna lose him anyway, right?
I mean, both options here
Are bad.
are bad. So.
I'm really surprised he never took the bottom left.
Yeah. But he's still got a healthy
Yeah.
production area in the bottom right, so as long as he doesn't lose this... Okay. This Nexus, he should be fine.
Should be
Uh,
fine.
Gone.
I mean, he's still got a whole bunch of carriers.
He's
Excuse
fine.
me. He's got a much bigger bank at this point. I mean,
Can we check the upgrades on the carriers?
1-1.
Yeah. You have to click
Can you select them? Oh, 2-1.
oh, nice.
2-1.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Actually,
Well,
I was,
the
like,
carriers
confused.
don't attack, it's the intercept.
Yeah.
In StarCraft 3, you click on the carriers.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm like.
You
Yeah,
can't.
but
You actually can't click on
Yeah, the
interceptors in
interceptors.
StarCraft 2. So
Yeah.
I always,
Check the
I always
upgrades.
found that to be kind of weird.
They can't click on them?
Yeah.
Well, it's so that you don't misclick all the time.
I mean, I know, but it's just like.
in Brood War, you click on your own interceptors when you're trying to attack stuff.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part of using carriers. Is you have to
Not focus
click
firing
on
your own stuff.
your own interceptors. Oh, the
Whoa.
carrier's a bit far forward here. The Goliath's getting a quick kickoff, but only one goes down. There's still plenty left.
Oh, this Terran army is not
Goliath's
gonna.
gonna run.
He doesn't have enough tanks to
Yeah.
protect the Goliaths from the Dragoons and the although well, he's trading out fairly well now.
So the
Goliaths
carriers,
are getting thinned out.
the carriers just target the tanks here, and then the goons trade well enough
Yeah.
against the Goliath vulture. And the tanks went down so fast. It was
The Snow is still maxed out. 200 against 120 for the Terran player. And he's only just taken control of this 9 o'clock. So his economy is not really in the healthiest state. And I mean, it's just Goliaths going up against Goon carrier.
You got another carrier there.
It's a little too late for
A
that.
little too late.
A little too late.
That is
for
still so interesting though, because it's like you would think about it. I mean, at least coming from StarCraft 2 perspective, like you would think, let's just focus fire all the anti-air so that the carriers just like live. But
Yeah.
like you said, he focus fired all the tanks,
Yeah.
so that way then the Dragoons could just walk forward because they are the ones that are going to get melted by the tanks.
Yeah,
And
tanks
the,
are amazing.
and then the Dragoons kill off all the Goliaths, which will then save the carriers. Like I didn't really even. That's like the cool interaction, honestly.
Yeah, I think the counters in these armies are much more clearly defined than in StarCraft 2. Like, oh, this unit beats this unit, so you need this unit to beat this unit, right?
Because Goliath ground attack is not very good, but the anti-air is,
Right.
is extremely strong.
I mean, Goliaths are decent against Zealots still,
Yeah.
but
And Zerglings.
okay, so this 9 o'clock is going to get picked off by Snow, and that means Barracks is going to be running out of money. The only base he still has going is that 12 o'clock. But I mean, if you compare it to Snow's economy, he's got that bottom right, he's got that bottom left locked down as well. And there we go, Barracks taps out of game number 3. Snow is going to take this 3-0. As we expected to a certain degree, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed that Barracks didn't manage to win this last game,
Yeah.
because he did put up quite a good fight. And if he had scanned those carriers a little earlier, then he probably could have transitioned to the Goliaths
Yeah.
faster.
We have to remember the start of the game went very poorly for him.
Yeah.
So
The
He-
rush in the early game.
he made it closer
Hmm.
than it could have been.
Yeah, I was actually surprised just thinking back. Like, yeah, that game started out. We thought this series was going to be over in like not long at all. So the fact that it ends up actually having a full game or a full series was pretty good.
Yeah.
Do we have a
That was
translator?
it.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
about
you
to say,
gotta
what do we
right?
what do we?
Me? No. No.
All
Okay.
right, Tommy's
All right.
So we're gonna have a
Cool.
winner interview.
Yep.
You guys got questions? Because I don't.
That's the worst part about it. Like, do you have any questions? We can just ask him about his
I'll ask
favorite
him a
color.
few questions.
Is your favorite color red, just like your keyboard and your mouse, Matt?
Do we have any questions? We have like 30 seconds
30 seconds?
to
You
come
guys
up
are
with
the-
questions.
Yeah, we got to get prepared here. We have to get quite ready to do something here. Otherwise, he's just going to sit there and be like, what is
He's
happening?
just going to sit there and
He's going to sit there
Just
just
gonna
like he did in the game. Oh, God.
Okay.
Okay.
We want to just wing it, or is he
Well,
gonna do it?
Tommy's going to come over.
Yeah.
It's gonna come.
So, yeah, you'll
Okay.
get out of here, Nick. Thank you, Nick, for observing. You did great. That was good observing.
It was fun. It was fun.
Excellent.
good job. What if we get Tasteless here to ask some questions?
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
He always asks good questions.
Yeah. Tassels, you want to ring the interview?
You want to ask some questions? Okay.
We're just like, we don't want to be here, actually. Can we just go home, Tasteless? Like. So funny. But yeah, Snow is just
Does
over
he know he
there.
has an interview?
I don't know if he knows
No.
that he should be over here, actually, to be honest. So we should bring him over.
Yeah, he's just packing up his keyboard and
Yeah.
everything.
Oh my god. But yeah, great series, eh?
Great series.
Yeah, nice 3-0 from Snow. As we
Pretty
expected,
good.
strong PVT.
Yeah. Really? Oh. Nick, be quiet. Go back over there. All right. Excellent. All right, we got Snow here finally after his win. Congratulations, Snow. 3-0. Nice job. I mean, first we can ask if he was expecting if it was going to be such a one-sided series or not.
먼저 스노우 선수 일단 먼저 축하드립니다. 그리고 일단 3대 0으로 되게 빠르게 끝났는데 스노우 선수 본인도 혹시 지금 이렇게 3대 0으로 빠르게 좀 이렇게 일방적으로 끝나게 될지 예측하셨는지 좀 궁금합니다.
아니요. 저도 오늘은 한 3대 2 정도 나올 줄 알았어요. 제가 요즘에 많이 지고 있어서 좀 자신 있는 종족전임에도 불구하고 좀 한 풀세트까지 갈 거라고 생각했거든요. 근데 운이 좋았던 것 같아요.
So he also kind of expect himself that the match gonna be going to be like kind of like 3-2, something like that,
Oh, wow.
very
Okay.
close. And he said it's a matchup that he's kind of confident, but he recently losing right now. But somehow the lucky was on his side, and then it just went well, pretty well. So he was kind of surprised. Yeah.
Nice. The last game especially was it started off. It looked like he was going to win really quick with his fast attack, but it ended up being like the longest game in the series. Was it kind of hard to close it out, or was he kind of at one point scared that maybe he wasn't going to be able to win that last game?
사실 이제 처음 딱 마지막 라운드의 양상을 봤을 때는 좀 이제 처음에 기세를 확실히 잡아서 이게 좀 빠르게 끝나게 될 줄을 알았는데 생각보다 사실 길게 됐고 그래서 사실 이번에 열렸던 시리즈 중에서도 가장 긴 경기가 됐었는데 본인도 좀 이거를 마무리하시는 게 어려우셨는지 아니면 좀 승기를 잡기가 어려우셨는지 한번 얘기해 주시면 좋겠습니다.
네, 맞아요. 이런 게임이 저는 좀 자주 나와요. 그러니까 초반에 유리한데 자꾸 게임이 늘어지면서 못 끝내겠더라고요. 근데 이게 제가 물량 뽑는 능력이 좀 떨어지다 보니까 못 끝내는 것 같아요.
So Snow said that he's like one of the like common it's like common happening to him that he also get like a lot of games that where like he just easily get like a lot of fast face and like just the first phase, but when this game he trying to like finish it, it's hard to like he manages his like soldier like he's like all like
His whole army.
the whole army, and then he trying to like gathering in and just trying to getting in, but it's hard to like managing it something. So he said it's hard to it's hard to like keep it in and then just keep his like winning pace through the end. Yeah.
So in the first game, he went for the 8 search on Neo Sylphid, and he did scout the Terran first, but he didn't end up stealing the gas, and I'm wondering why he chose not to.
So you mean
On game 1.
oh yeah, so
He didn't steal the gas
Yeah.
in the first game.
yeah.
And why? Like, is it just like why did he not steal it? Like,
Yeah.
첫 번째 경기에서
네.
그 스카우트로 A 서치를 하신 다음에 가스를 발견하셨는데도 그거를 스틸하시지 않으셨는데 그 이유가 뭔지 궁금하시다고 합니다.
되게 고민했어요. 이게 프로브를 취소하면 할 수 있었거든요.
네.
근데 취소 안 해도 될 거라고 약간 자만했어요. 그래가지고 이거 안 해도 될 것 같은데 하는 타이밍에 바로 짓더라고요. 그래서 사실 그때 엄청 꼬였어요.
So he said he knew that if he just cancel his like probe doing like building and stuff, and he can still there, but he was like, actually, I can just do it without it. And then he kind of thought about it, but ends up is kind of like messed up, and he was like, he really like had a hard time to dealing it after this all happened. So yeah.
Okay. And after Barracks pulled the SCVs
Yeah.
and killed his Nexus at the second base, did he think he was still in a good position there, or was he worried?
그 배럭으로
네.
SCB를 스틸하신 다음에 이제 그거를 없애셨을 때 여전히 이제 좀 자기가 좀 이제 여전히 유리하다고 생각하셨는지 아니면 좀 불리하다 생각하셨는지.
배럭을 깼을 때요?
네.
저는 상황은 계속 유리하다고 생각했던 것 같아요.
네.
계속 유리하다고 생각은 했는데 이게 확실히 집에서 하는 거랑은 좀 다른 것 같아요. 유리해도 자꾸 막 컨트롤도 잘 안 되고 불안하더라고요.
So he's saying he knew that he's keeping the good position, but you know, it's a tournament. It's not like same thing as like just playing the like your home, like in your like comfort zone. This is just completely new like location and everything. So he thought it could be just in good position and he can like keep it well, but since it's like tournament and the mood is kind of different, so he has a kind of a hard time in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ziggy, do you have any questions?
So
or-
obviously this is a very prestigious event, and congratulations on winning this show match. But what I'm wondering is, how confident do you feel about ASL in 2023? Like the next season, the next maybe 2 seasons, how far do you think you can go in the ASL?
저희 이제 이 테이스 램파티라는 시리즈 자체가
네.
상당히 이제 상당히 위험 있고 상당히 이제 상당히 좀 훌륭한 이벤트인데 이제 저희는 궁금한 게
네.
이런 이제 스노우 선수께서 내년 2023년에 ASL에서는 또 얼마나 잘 하실 거라 이제 본인이 생각하시는지 또 원하시는 목표가 있으신지 한번 궁금합니다.
아, 사실 매번 목표는 막 4강 이상이었는데요. 그렇게 잡다 보니까 오히려 떨어지더라고요. 그리고 이번 ASL에서도 질 것 같은 경기는 다 이겼는데 이길 것 같은 경기는 다 졌어요. 그래서 높게 잡지 않고 그냥 한 단계 한 단계 닥쳐왔을 때 열심히 하려고요. 일단 24강이 목표예요. 네.
So his goal for ASL always is just getting a top 4, but he always getting like when the match is like you're like easily to lose, but he somehow getting win a lot of time. The match is like kind of like he's almost lose, but he always win there. But the match that he should be win, he always lose that. So he kind of want to just like not think about like the big goal. He just want to do one step, just keep going into making just small progress to just seeing like just the thing that you in just your front of it. So right now his just first goal is just getting top 24 just usually, and then he just think about next goal. Yeah.
Nice.
That's a very healthy approach.
Yeah, for sure. And last thing, really, there's actually like a lot of overseas fans that are big fans of like his stream and just him in general. And so if there's just like anything he wants to say like about that, or to help plug his stream or his socials or anything like that.
이제 마지막으로 이제 저희 해외에 있으신 스노우 팬들 분도 계신데 이제 그런 분들이 어떻게 하시면 그런 분들 해주고 싶으신 말이라든지 아니면 이제 그런 분들이 또 어떻게 좀 이제 자기를 좀 찾아오기 좀 쉬운 뭐 자기 방송국 주소라든지 뭐 아니면 SNS라든지 알려주시면 감사드리겠습니다.
아, 네. 저 안 그래도 트위치로 많이 보시잖아요.
네.
그래서 트위치도 제가 방송을 하고 있어서 그걸로 좀 봐주시면은 감사하겠습니다. 뭐 어떻게 뭐 나중에 알려드리거나 아니면 어떻게 할게요.
네, 알겠어요.
Does he have a schedule that he usually streams at and
혹시
stuff?
그 몇 시에 이렇게 방송을 많이 하시는지?
아, 저는 보통 한 한국 시간으로 한 1시부터 4, 5시 정도까지 낮 방송 위주로 많이 하고 있어요.
So for the overseas fan, he usually stream 1 p.m. Korea time most of days. So he would be really appreciate if you guys come to his stream and then just enjoying there. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 p.m. is also when this tournament started each day as well. So if anyone knows when that is, if you're having trouble with time zones, stuff like that. So that's one thing to help out. But yeah, so thanks, I guess, Snow, for the interview. Congratulations. We're going to be going into some more StarCraft 2 action. I think we're doing the finals after this for the StarCraft 2 portion. Please make sure, guys, if you have more merch that you want to buy or any more things that you want to send in, do appreciate that. We've already hit 4,700 so far, so it's great. We're only 300 until our 5,000 goal of getting the next Tasteless LAN Party 3 next year, so we really want to get that settled in. So, yeah, we'll be going to the short break, and then we'll be doing the SC2 finals after that.